Hello one and all, and welcome back to Let's Play Empyrion Galactic Survival with me, EkkiThump. Last time around we made a bit of a start on the Great Glass Bridge, which is going to run across this valley and is going to form one of the parts of our big build for Ningues. I've just gone ahead and put down those H2O2 generators that I picked up last time. Stuck them down here, and that's going to hopefully generate us a little bit of extra oxygen so that we can keep feeding the O2 station in the Paladin. There's a mule's checking it out. They seem quite happy with this arrangement. So that's in the 165 seconds. We're going to start getting bottles of O2 that we can put in the O2 tanks over here. And I've got a bunch of white bottles available to tide me over in the meantime. So, first thing we're going to do, I think, is get the rest of this pillar up. Just taking a look at this now. Do I want to bring this out slightly further? Because what I can do is I can, well, let's fill in the gaps first and see how it looks when it's completely covered around with these blocks. There we go. That's one support complete. That's going to look pretty good when it's textured. It's got a bit of heft to it with the knobbly kind of supports on the either end. Now then, I think next thing we need to do is to work out exactly how far out we can go with unsupported blocks. So at this point it might be a good idea actually for me to head back to Atuin, pick up some more wood, see how it's getting on with that. It does still have about 8,000 blocks to process last time I checked. Alright, getting on with it. Just another couple of stacks. Now what I came back for really was window blocks. 71, it's a good start. Might take these elevators as well, that'll let me get a bit of extra height for the drone. And while I'm here I might as well grab some O2 out of the main storage. Grab a stack. There we go. Actually, screw it. Let's just take Atuin over there. Should have enough fuel to get the thrusters going for a short distance. Thrusters off. Now, if I go up to the roof of Atuin, I wonder if that gives me any additional drone range. You can see that elevator over there must have got shot off in one of the space battles we had when we were assaulting the space stations. This one, however, survived quite nicely. Not quite, but oh well. We can move it if we need to. I think we'll get one more. Yeah, that's about as far as we dare go. So from the knobbly support bit, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 blocks out from support. So if we have pillars every 16, then that should give us enough coverage. So we'll start with that. Oop. Should have started taking them off from the other end. Never mind. A bit of a waste of wood, but nothing too serious. So if we're going to build from the ground up, let's see if this works. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is where I'm going to need the support. So I'm really glad today was Empyrion day, because it's absolutely fucking hot as balls in my flat. It's in, I don't know, at least mid-20s, it's got to be. I haven't checked the temperature, but psychologically it's really nice to be building stuff on an ice planet today. I know to some of you lot, mid-20s doesn't sound like anything, but I'm English, I'm not used to this. Yeah, so there we are, that's the 3x3 in the middle and the supports around the edge. So now we should be able to get rid of this. And that still counts as part of the base, so we can still put blocks on it. By the by, this is a technique you could think of doing if you want to build like a single base sharing stuff like generators and cargo boxes and that sort of thing, but you want like separate buildings, you want a little village rather than one big base. Just lay your buildings out and like connect them up with just single rows of wood or whatever, and then once you finish building, just knock out the connecting lines and effectively you'll have separate buildings that all count as one base. So all I'm going to do is repeat these like base foundations all the way across in both directions, and then we're going to figure out how high we want to go to actually support the bridge. Alright, so this should be the last support in this direction. If we go 16 blocks that way, I reckon we'll be onto the main path up the mountains from the opposite side, from over here, or you know, sort of wending its way through the mountains here. Christ almighty, we're high up. It's going to be quite impressive walking across the glass bridge here if I can get it to work properly. So let's build out in the opposite direction now. Okay, I think that's the final support we'll need in this direction. Now what we need to do is, can I get the... No, oh, Jesus! Fuck. Oh, that's quite high. I just need to get the kind of the entrance to the bridge on over this side, I reckon. Let's go right up to the peak here. Oh yeah. So we'll get ourselves a nice bridge entrance here. I think looking at it, I'm actually going to want a flat bridge all the way across. No slopes up and down. We're just going to go for a nice straight glass walkway. Actually, probably coming up from this side. There's enough kind of steep mountain here for us to create a windy walkway leading up to the bridge. So let's get ourselves the rest of the connections. That's not 16 blocks this way, is it? So then we can start placing some window blocks down and figure out what the pattern's going to be. One drawback is the largest sheet windows are only 2 by 2, but I reckon we can make it work. $15 and $16, so we need it supported out to there. Let's bring that up a little bit. A couple more. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. That's exactly where I wanted it. Right, so we need it grounded to there. Let's get a bit of a support in here. Just make sure we've got the brightest green we can. Like so. And the windows can start the glass windows can start there. So that's the height we want to go to, and we'll figure out a bit of fanciness to put on here a bit later. I'll get some window blocks in now. So I think this is going to be the best way around to do it. Actually, so we might want the... So these two at the front, I think we want to slope downwards a little bit. So if we have ramp tops there, ramp bottoms there, and we have windows there, ah yeah, this is good, this is what I want. And just 2 by 2 the rest of the way. I think we can have... So if we go out to here... Oh shit. We can't quite do that, bollocks. That's troubling. So that's alright in the middle. We'll experiment with the sides a little bit. I was just looking if I turn integrity off. I have to have another look in the daytime, but... Yeah, windows all the way out there, that's going to be pretty impressive. We're so high up that we actually start losing contact to our drone if we go too far down. Right, let's get the remainder of my wood blocks out. And we need to get this up a goodly distance. I think it's got to be one more, hasn't it? That's it. That's what we want. Then we want 2 blocks there. And a ramp top and bottom. Let's see how these connect up if we do this. Right, I'm going to actually get off the bridge while I do this in case it falls down and kills me. Bit fiddly this bit. Right, let's see if that's enough support to hold this up. No. Shit. Alright, I think the only thing I can do then is just widen the supports by 1 block. I think 1 extra block on either side to ground ought to be enough to hold it up. No. Right, we've got it, I think. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2x2s, basically 6 2x2s unsupported, 2x1s unsupported. And this doesn't fall down. So we may need to widen out the supports at the base there. Give them another couple of blocks in every direction. Well, at least in the west-east direction. It might look alright. It might look alright just keeping them 3 wide in the north-south direction. But they definitely need to be widened out in the west-east direction. So, let's finish off this first bridge, make sure everything links up correctly. I'm going to need more window blocks. And then if this is all okay, we can just carry on, extend this all the way to the other side. So this is how it looks on the bridge during the day. Just a quick shot. So we'll come down here, and that's a pretty nice view. Just don't look down. Right, let's check in integrity mode. All of this should be straight to ground. Yep, looks pretty solid to me. Right, let's get the frills on down there. Don't try this without a jetpack, kids. Right, so that ought to be the first column in place. Need to sort out the next one. Before we do that, I want to make sure I can extend. I mean, I can't see why I wouldn't be able to, but I want to make sure I can extend the rest of these blocks, these window blocks, out to the edge here. So we're just going to work on extending this jumping on section. Alright, that's all those blocks grounded. And have that one there. That one there. And again, let's get ourselves off the bridge, so that if it collapses, it doesn't kill us. And now let's see how far out we can extend this. Oh god. Good start. Right, Let me make a backup here, just in case this ends up wasting a shit ton of windows. Oh, that's not fallen down yet. Fingers crossed. Hey, it holds up. Fantastic. That's what I'm talking about. Right, so windows. Let's get that one and that one. That one. And that one. One here. One there. Job done. Well, say job done. First part of the job done. Okay, so I just need to widen out the supports and repeat this all the way across. Which we're going to need a lot more wood, not more window blocks. But we're on the right path, I think. What is it? Alright, let's go and see how the turtle's getting on with our wood. It's finished with the wood. Got thousands. Now, alright, let's get those planks back in there. It can reprocess those for us. We also need windows. Not sure how many. Let's make 1,000. And let's set it to reprocess the planks as well. Yeah, building up to this height is actually a bit of a pain. Oh. Ow, okay. Well, I guess this works. We can build up half the block, half the support from here. Let's get back up there and hopefully we've got enough enough height there to build the rest of it. Really? That is 1 or 2 off, not quite sure. Ah, 1 more. We're absolutely burning through this wood. Bear in mind, these are the biggest supports, just about. But I reckon we're going to get through a good 5,000 or 6,000 just building these up. Right, that takes care of the next support. Let's go and see how we're getting on with these windows. an 87 will do to start with. I just have a single window here. Actually, I might want three single windows in the middle. So I want this like that. Alright, moment of truth. Does this hold up? Fuck you. No, it doesn't. Well, that's a bit of a bugger. There we go. So we just need to give it a bit of an extra lip. So the question is this going to look good if I just put the slope in there? I don't think it is. That needs a bit of something. Maybe this will do it. If I just put a corner piece. Or maybe a smaller corner piece, like that. Yeah, I think that's what I want. That will hopefully then... Do I have any oxygen on me? A little bit. That should let me connect up the sides here. Right, moment of truth. It works! bloody works. Right, so that's 2 of the connections in. It's a shame we can't do something about those window frames. This is looking pretty good now. This is starting to feel like what I had in mind. Alright boys and girls, with the sun inching its way over the frozen mountains of Ningues over there in the distance, I think that'll do it for this episode. We've pretty much sorted out most of the major engineering challenges that we're going to face with this bridge at least. So it's just going to be more of the same really as I extend it over to the other side and we figure out which side the windy path up the mountain is going to be on and which side our crystal monastery is going to be. But yeah, I'll finish the bridge probably off camera, or maybe not, who knows. For now, those of you with vertigo, look away now! So if you enjoyed that, I hope you did. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more gameplay of this fantastic game. I'll be continuing this build for, well, I'd say I've got at least another couple of videos in this. So yeah, like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of this stuff. And I will see you all next time.